Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here, and checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. Johnson at the 4 with Claxton at center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Cameron Thomas, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. And for the Bucks, at small and power forward, it'll be Middleton and Giannis. Pat Connaughton is out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Lopez in at the 5, down low. But Grant, when you look at these teams, both very scrappy. They're really getting after it on defense right now.
And I love it. I mean, it's actually really refreshing to see. Being that the league has shifted more to being offensive-oriented, this matchup has a bit of an old-school feel to it. So you know I like that. It's going to be fun.
Thomas, that's good.
Good decision there by Bogdanovich. Solid at noticing when the defenses overcommit.
Connaughton, left side. Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Out to Schroeder. Pass to Johnson. Here's Thomas. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Tie game in Milwaukee. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks. Guys?
I really like the attitude they've displayed here early on.
Yeah, I think they've controlled the momentum, and that is showing up.
And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Chris Middleton is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Brook Lopez. Then there's Damian Lillard. And it's Beauchamp in a 2-guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Lillard. Lillard converting inside.
Great concentration in close. Damian Lillard, an effective 3-level scorer.
Lillard against Simmons. Outside Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Lillard outside. Here's Middleton. The rebound by Bogdanovich.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Beauchamp, first personal foul, first team foul. Back line for the Nets. Dennis Schroeder taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Schroeder.
The potential Schroeder has is pretty exciting. Such a lightning quick point guard.
And both free throws good for Schroeder.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Puts up a deep 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall.
Unbelievable work by Schroeder there to get right up in the guy's face and make the shot tough.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Nets out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground, the score tied. In the second quarter, they put in the work to create a slight scoring. And that should do it with the second half about.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. On the floor for Brooklyn. Johnson at the 4 with Claxton at center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Bogdanovich in at small forward. Thomas. The shot off that time. Excellent D there from Connaughton. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Got to appreciate the aggressive defense he brings.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And what a shot over the bigger man. That could be a pivotal hoop in this game.
Sometimes, despite the odds, you have to rise to the occasion. Nice mid-range jumper there.
Antetokounmpo outside. Out to Lillard, beyond the arc. Goes up again. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
With 1 on the clock. And that's not going to go. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Nets, leading by just 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Giannis and Portis work together inside. Green out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Jackson in at the small forward position. That's the group from Milwaukee right now. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Claxton passes to Thomas. Over Green. Oh, he nails it!
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Timeout called. Milwaukee. They're losing by 4. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Beauchamp, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Green finds Jackson. Antetokounmpo surveys. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Here's Thomas. Crucial possession right here.
The crowd is on edge.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's in.
It really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're behind by 4. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And it's been a treat to watch because this has been his game tonight. He's shouldered all the offense and continues to lead the charge for his ball club. His scoring and ability to score in bunches is showing really no signs at all of letting up.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Now the Nets with it. It's a one-point game. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first. And that'll put them up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Well, you can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that 3. And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Timeout called, Brooklyn. The score tied at 14. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Takes a 3. Misses the 3.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. It'll be the Nets off the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Giannis and Portis work together inside. Jackson out there with Pat Connaughton. And it's Beauchamp in at the 3 slot. Bogdanovich, no good. Antetokounmpo, right side. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
There's something Giannis continues to work on. Wanting to be the go-to guy at the line in the clutch.
And the Bucks making a change here. Green is checked in. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Here's Schroeder. Rebounded by the Bucks.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
This is when you need a defensive presence, but it's just not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense, not that last possession.
And the Nets call time here. They're losing by 4. 24 seconds left in overtime. And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Middleton comes in for Green. And Lillard subbed in for Jackson. And it's good! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings them within 1. Here's Milwaukee. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul.
First free throw is good. And that'll put him up 2.
You know, he's not used to these kind of moments because other guys tend to have the ball in their hands, but it does not mean that Brook Lopez can't step to the line and deliver.
Timeout called, the Nets. They trail by 3. There's 21 seconds left in the first overtime period. All right, guys, what's your take?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Here's Thomas, covered by Connaughton. They get it back. Claxton can't get it to go. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Nicholas Claxton. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
More and more in big games, Giannis is the guy that's going to be in this situation. Watch his focus. Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Schroeder passes to Claxton. A deep 3. Thomas misses.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little